This is something that will just like, so this, where this part looks wiggy, this part does not. So I'm gonna show you how to do that. And then I'm gonna show you another trick on how you can use makeup on your wig to create your own shadow root. Y'all are gonna need to see this. Oh, I almost forgot. Subscribe to the damn channel. For real. If you have a cap and you guys have these pesky little things called knots. See those little things? Each piece of hair is tied into the lace. There's pros and cons to bleaching knots. The reason you want to bleach your knots, the reason I bleach knots, is because it makes it look more realistic, like the hair is coming out of your scalp, because you're not seeing those little black dots. There are techniques that us wig artists use to conceal those knots and basically make the illusion that they don't exist. The cons to bleaching them is that you, one, could overprocess them, and you, two, will most likely have less of a lifespan to your wig. When you bleach the knots, it compromises the integrity of the hair, so they're more likely to shed. Do you want that bomb hairline, or do you want to have to conceal them? This part of the wig right here looks pretty good, right? The part that I haven't done my little secret trick to, this part has not. Basically, what you need is something called scar tape. This is my favorite one. It's called Scar Away. Scar Away. You'll need concealer, some type of powder that is skin colored. Now, I like to use something a little bit lighter than my actual base. This is just an all-around good piece of makeup. It's Tarte Shape Tape. It's a cream. We're also gonna use some sort of powder, something light and very, very, not too thick. Or I really like the Anastasia Beverly Hills is always just the bomb, right? So something like this. It's really not that bad. Scar tape. This is the inside of the cap. Da, 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 da. I took one of these pieces of tape, sticky on one side, and then it's kind of like matte on the other side. I found the parting of where I wanted to part my wig, and then I took this tape, and then you place the tape on your parting. Sticky side down. Do not go past the hairline, because that will just look funny. Try to keep it slightly behind that hairline, and then you'll turn it back. See, I did it to the front, but I didn't do it to the back. Can you tell? So you can see those knots pretty good back here, but I concealed them up here. Yahtzee! And it feels kind of sticky, so that's good because that's gonna hold your makeup. You're gonna use a brush, kind of like a dense brush like this. It is a Morphe M124. So I'm gonna take a little bit of my Shape Tape. It doesn't have to be liquid. I just find that it is easier to control. I just grab a little bit of that product off of the top, and then you're gonna push it into the cap where your parting is. Don't worry about making a mess. Might be kind of messy. So you're just gonna tap it in, tap, tap, tap. Now it looks like I have super duper gray roots. Look at how good that looks, yeah? It just gives you a bomb part. Kind of like it's a silk top, but not, because it's not sitting so high up on your damn head. But if you need to like brush it out a little bit, no problem. Or you can take like a little bit of translucent powder and even press that in. Do, 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 do. But it's super easy to get out. It's not gonna like stain your wig. And then the little transition line here, you can't even really tell. Ta-da! If you have yourself a little transition line from where the tape is, just take that brush and tap some product in. Now, if you find that it's a little too light, grab some of your foundation that you used on your face and kind of blend it in with it. So it looks good, right? Okay, cool. I want to show you one more thing before we go. So I have this beautiful blonde here. This already kind of has a little shadow of a root here, but let's say you want to do something fun. And I even kind of got started right here. I don't know if you can tell. You're just gonna use eyeshadow. The great thing about this is it washes right out. So it's not gonna stain your lace. It's not gonna stain the hair. If you hate it, if you get bored with it, just wash the thing. Just wash it. You can use powder shadows, but I like to use creams. I just feel like they like stick better and they're easier to control. We're gonna show you how to do a little shadow root. I've got a color here called Rustic Brown. So there's makeup on here, see? Tap some product on the root there. And you don't have to do the whole head. Do what you're gonna see. Then you take a flat brush and you're gonna brush her in, smudge her in. Isn't that look great? Wait, can you see? But this is a great alternative. Like if you don't know if you want the root, but you want to see what it's going to look like, you can just do this. And you're not ruining the hair, okay? It's very safe. Ta-da! And then you just kind of blend it in. You can even do some like fun colors, like pinks, purples, all sorts of things. So, and if, let's say you have a brunette wig and you want to add a shadow root, you're obviously going to need to use like a really dark color. Put that on there. Take a little, if you have some sort of spoolie brush is great to brush them out. And if you're worried about like running your fingers through your hair or something and getting makeup on your fingers, I'll show you a trick. I'm full of all sorts of tricks. A light hairspray, maybe like a setting spray or a finishing spray or a texture spray, and just blast it a little bit, and it kind of like coats the makeup so that when you're running your fingers through your hair or whatever, it's not gonna get on your fingers. So let's say you wanted like a super dark root. You could even, oh yeah, buddy, you can add even more dimension in there. Get creative with it because you're not ruining your wig. But like this is another way if you need to like blend. I cannot see a damn thing. You put too much makeup on the hair, you know. Now I'm just getting out of control. See the difference here? Ta-da! If you do have questions, put them below. Subscribe to the damn channel. For real. For the love of God, hit this like subscribe thing, that little bell thing. Peace out, y'all. I love y'all. Have a great Wiggy Wednesday.